Looking for the best aftermarket parts and accessories for your model? Look no further than MCV Products. Bring your models to life at mcvproducts.net. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the bench, Matt's Models and More. Today's monthly spotlight, we're going to go over the 1967 Mercury Comet. This is the Cyclone GT kit. It is AMT, and the reason why I wanted to use this one, this is not the best model. This is not the quality that I feel like I do now. The reason why I wanted to show this video is to kind of show the flaws. I think as artists, as model builders, there's a lot of things that you learn over time. The more that you do it, the more you see what you've done. I look at this model now and go, oh my gosh, there was just so many issues. I will say, when I came out of retirement, or not came out of retirement, but when I retired and got into the hobby, this was the very first model that I did. So there was a lot of still learning, trying to get back into the swing of things. Being away from the hobby for so long, you start to realize what you can do and things you've forgotten. Being the reason why I'm starting to make that video now about basic techniques revisited, because there was a lot of stuff I was like, man, I forgot that you can do this. So we're going to start with, first of all, what I did to it. First thing, the wheels and tires, is those are Jay's resins off of eBay, and I just sprayed them with Revell Chrome, and then I put some white letter Goodyear decals on them after I painted the tires. Now then, I didn't know about the rubber black, so those were just done in a just a regular black airbrush is what I used on those. Going into, it's going to be hard to see the interior. I do have a picture saved from a while ago where I did the interior, so I will probably put that on the screen just so you can see. That was what I was most proud of, the interior on this car more than anything. So nothing fancy on the interior. It was all stock. Just put a lot of detail into the dash, steering wheel, the seats. Lots of orange peel on this paint. It's unbelievable how much better at painting I've gotten, but this was a ton of orange peel. And that back trunk, you can see a lot of it there. The roof, not as bad. The hood. And then, of course, down the side, oh my gosh, you can see that orange peel right there with the reflection of the light. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. Hey, but that's why we discuss these things, so we know. And another little thing is these GT decals, the ones that came in the kit, were so horrible that they tore. And I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. So I went on eBay and I could not find this kit's stickers, but those GT stickers right there are out of a Mustang kit. That, of course, it doesn't go all the way to the end, but I just made it work because I really wanted that white GT stripe with the white lettered tires. I just thought that popped. Plus with the light gray interior mixed with that blue green, I thought it just popped, so I did that. Believe it or not, this is not bare metal foil. That was all done by pen. Even the wipers, that was all done by pen, and I felt pretty decent with that. I don't think that was such a horrible job. I will say the windshield was cracked. You can see right there at the top, windshield was cracked, and I did that. Trying to put on the mirror. I don't know if I was pushing too hard or what. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Engine is all stock. The only thing I added was the carburetor. That's a 3D printed carb from MCV Products, and the distributor wires. I say I didn't, it's all stock, and I guess it's not, because I did do a lot to it. The plug wires and the boots I made out of wire. Plug wires came from MCV Products as well, and I hope that's focusing. And then the battery terminals were actually photo etched battery terminals, and that's a glue bomb right there on those terminals. Just shows you. And I do a lot more detail than this now, and I can see where I left the seam lines on the radiator. Shame on me. That's not something I would do now. Yeah, I could have just done a lot better job. I didn't. I just noticed this. I guess where I had glued the piece of styrene so I can paint, I forgot to go back and touch that up. That's part of the fun. And then I even see right here on this grill bezel, I don't know what in the world that is, but there's some kind of sticky stuff on there. I don't know how I did that. The grill, I actually took my time and did about as good as I could get, you know, Comet Mercury emblem on the middle. Does have black wash in the grill. I thought the lights, let me see if I can take this focus off. Maybe that'll help. There we go. I didn't do such a bad job back then on the lights. Probably could have done a little better. I did a little black wash around them once that Mod Podge was dry. I also probably wouldn't use straight chrome anymore. I would probably dechrome that and do it myself. I didn't even, you know, use any marker or marker light color in there. That's funny about that. That's funny. Let's see, what else? I did paint the chrome on the handles. I did lower it a little bit. I'm sure you can see from that angle back. I usually will put, unless I'm going for a real aggressive look, I usually will put that fender line right on the lip of the wheel. The front I did not lower at all because I wanted a little bit of a rake to it. I didn't want it completely level on this one. So that was pretty fun. This paint is, gosh, look at those sharp body lines right there. I wouldn't do that anymore either. That'll cut you. Let's go underneath. Oh, the paint was, believe it or not, a really, really cheap. Let's see if I can get this in here. Look at this, Shuttle Art acrylic paint. That's the color I used for that car. And Viridian is the name of the color. So that's the color I used for this. I tend to like my greens a lot. Got a close up on the Mercury. Oh man, look at that orange peel. My goodness. It shows so much more in the camera. Mercury emblem on the front. I did the Mercury emblem on the edge of the hood right there. Focus in. Also did some photo etch hood pins. It's so funny looking at these guys. I haven't pulled this off the shelf in a little while. That's why I figured it'd be a good one to do for the monthly showcase, just because, you know, we don't always want to pull out the best ones. We want to go back over and see where we, you know, things that we can improve on. Underneath, not a whole lot. I don't tend to detail underneath a whole lot. I did do the linkage on the transmission. This kit had a really good linkage for the transmission. Did a little bit of, you know, bolts, pan. It's boring. The reason why I don't care so much about the bottom of the car, shame on me, is because we tend to only see these on the shelf. You know, people, family and friends come over, they look at it and they're like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And they don't ever say, hey, can I touch it? Can I pick it up? Can I look underneath of it? So yeah, it's we just try to make them look good. Here's the rear end. Let's look at this booty. Black washed right there in the middle, so Cyclone would show up real good. Just did some white paint for the reverse lights, and I think I covered those with Mod Podge. Did the trunk lock, and not much to that one. Those wheels on the back though, nice and thick. Love that. Love that look. You can see the back seats where I did the two-tone. Light gray on the outside, the color of the car down the middle. Let's see if we can see the interior from this side a little bit better. I'm trying not to drop this one. If you've seen my last model spotlight, my goodness, that was a disaster. All right, so there's a better interior shot there. There we go. So it was all stock, of course. I just, mixed with the light gray. The fun part was the door panels, because these are not built into the tub. You can go ahead and do all the detail while they're on the sprue, which is, I wish every model did that, because it makes it so much easier to detail. Did some detailing there on the dash, chrome going all the way around. Lots of detail on those dials and gauges. That was a fun. I remember that. That was one of my favorite interiors. So, yeah, that's not a whole lot to talk about that one. See a lot of flaws that I've definitely changed over the years, but it's good to do that. I did put black wash on the wheels as well. Just, trying to make it look a little more realistic. But keep in mind, that was my first model coming back into the hobby at such a late age. And my skills have definitely gotten better. And that's what's cool about looking at these things, is because you see all the things that you're doing now and all the things people are doing now, especially with 3D printing and all that coming into the mix. I mean, I did put 3D wheels on these, but if I went back, I probably wouldn't have chose these wheels. They still look pretty decent on this build, but gosh, I definitely would have spent more time on the paint to get all that orange peel out, and probably would have done a little more detail to the engine. But that's about it, guys. That's my 67 Cyclone GT, and I'm probably gonna get another kit of this, just because I think it would be neat to see what I can do now compared to back then when I did this one. So that's that one. All right, so I'm gonna jump in a couple of shout outs. One, we got, this is so cool, man, because Dirt Road Cinderella. Look at her builds. These builds, I'm not sure, in my last show I went to in Charleston, if that's an 1/18th scale or a 1/12th scale. That might be, no, I don't remember the GT53 being on there, but that's still a nice build. A lot of realistic stuff, like the dump truck there, semi, even a boat. Wow. I mean, look at that. Volkswagen, well done. Dirt Road Cinderella's killing it. And she's also doing, I'm saying she, I assume it's, Tiffany. I really enjoy your channel. It's very helpful without a lot of mindless babble. That's a format I can admire. I would love a couple stickers, so I'm definitely sent her some stickers. But Tiffany, I appreciate it. Lots of love, lots of shout outs. Got some stickers as well. I'm going to put her channel in my description, so please go and follow her and give her all the attention she can get. All right, got another one here. This one's coming all the way from Hawaii. Scale Model Cars. Check out these stickers. Goals, hashtag goals. Hawaii Model Car Mafia. Cool name, cool decal. Scale Model Cars. And I guess that's you, man. That's awesome. Cool stickers. I'm gonna make sure y'all follow him. It looks like he might not be YouTube. It looks like he might just be Instagram. Let's see, he gave me a note here. It says, great videos you have. Please let me know when you have any South Carolina shows. Ryan. So Ryan, awesome, man. Yeah, Instagram. Go follow him on Instagram, guys, at Scale Model Cars. And give him lots of love and tell him Matt's Models and More sent you. So those are the only two that I have for this week. And once again, we will wrap this up, and I will pick another car for next month. I'm going to always do this around the third week of the month. And let me know what you think of the car. Just be nice, because remember, my first one going into retirement. So we'll check out some future builds, and you can grade me a little more harshly on those. So big shout out, and guys, August 2nd, I'm gonna put the flyer up here. August 2nd, we have another great show. Vendors are already sold out. People are excited about the show. I guess it's because Jamie's hosting. He did it right. He did it early. He had plenty of time to plan. He's been working hard at it. August 2nd in North Carolina, from 9 to 3. I usually don't put my cars in the show, but I've been getting a lot of heat about that. So, not heat, but everybody's like, you need to put your cars in the show. You need to do it. You need to do it. So I think I might put one or two in this show. And not only does it, help people see your work, but it also helps the vendor. And I want to help Jamie as much as possible, because we want to do this again next year. And it sounds like it's going to be a hit. It's in a church, so I love that. And the vendors are already sold out, so I mean, there's going to be some good stuff there. So be there, guys. Definitely be there. Support him. Support this hobby. And until next time, keep on rolling.